Hello, and welcome. Today we are going to learn something that may be very useful for you someday: how to reject someone in English. This might sound mean because no one likes to be rejected, but sometimes you just have to say no. Let's look at some ways that we can do that. First, let's talk about some polite ways that you can say no. Let's say that someone invites you to dinner, but for whatever reason, maybe you can't or maybe you just don't want to go. You have to say no. How can you say no without appearing rude or hurting someone's feelings? First of all, you can say, "No, thank you." This is the standard, polite way to say no. You can also say, "I'm sorry, but," and add the reason that you can't go. For example, you can say, "I'm sorry, but I made other plans this evening." Another simple and polite way to say no is, "I wish I could, but I can't." Another example is just to say, "I'm afraid I can't." Or you could simply explain, "Sorry, I have other plans." Finally, you could say, "Thank you for the offer, but," or "It's so kind of you to ask, but." This might sound like, "Thank you for the offer, but today I'm not feeling well." Or, "It's so kind of you to ask, but I have to be home with my family today." All these ways of saying no express that you would like to say yes, but there are good reasons why you have to say no. While it is usually better to be kind and polite, sometimes you may need to be more direct or even rude when saying no to someone. These are some ways to reject someone that are ruder or mean. "No way" is a pretty clear way to say that you are rejecting someone. Or, instead of giving them a good reason why you have to say no, you might just say, "No, I don't want to." You might say, "You must be kidding," if you want to make fun of them for even asking you in the first place. Again, these ways of saying no are not considered very nice, so while they are good to know, you probably don't want to use them in everyday conversation. Now, let's review what we learned, and you can repeat a few sentences after me. "I'm sorry, but I'm way too busy." "I wish I could, but I have to go to work." "Thank you for the offer, but I will be out of town on that day." "Thank you for the offer, but I am sick and have to stay at home." And that's it for our lesson today. Keep up the great work.